Alright, in my past couple of videos, people have been asking me to do first impressions on fragrances, so since I have two fragrances coming in, one has arrived, so I'm just going to do an unboxing of this one. I don't know which one it is yet. As you can see, I already kind of opened the box just to make it easier for the video so I wasn't here struggling for 2 million years. But yeah, we're going to see which one it is. It's going to be the first time I smell it. And it's going to be the first time I smell probably something of this DNA. So without further ado, I'm going to open it and we're going to check out the fragrance. Alright, the fragrance is Tobacco Touch by Maison Alhambra. So, this I just kind of saw just scrolling on Instagram, and I know that this house is apparently really good at cloning Tom Ford fragrances. So as you can see, I mean, you can literally see it's definitely very inspired by Tom Ford. So this is supposed to be a clone of Tobacco Vanille. Now, I've never smelled that one, and I always hear great things about it, man. A lot of people have a lot of love for that fragrance. It sounds like tobacco and vanilla would make a really good combination. So, got this clone. Man, it's crazy. I got this for $20 on Amazon, so very cheap. Without further ado, I'm gonna unpack it and I'm gonna smell it. And I must say, this presentation is actually insanely good. I mean, obviously it looks like Tom Ford, as I said, but this texture, it feels really nice. It doesn't just feel like cardboard, it feels like a nice padded material. So as you can see, you kind of slip off this thing here, and here it is. And oh my goodness, this is huge. I did not expect it to be this big. Wow, okay, that's a lot bigger in person than it looks. But here it is. As you can see, even the bottle looks almost exactly like Tom Ford. The only thing is like this kind of plate on the front where it says the name of the fragrance is kind of tilted a little bit, but that's fine. But yeah, literally almost looks exactly like the bottle of Tobacco Vanille. Okay, so there's nothing further for me to do than to check out this atomizer and see how it smells. Here you go, let's test out the atomizer. Decent atomizer, but wow, I like this smell so far. Let me put it on my hand. Wow, that's good. Wow, that's good. Okay, so on the opening, to me, it smells a little bit like baby powder, to be honest. There's something that really makes it smell like baby powder, I'm not gonna lie. But it's really good. There's definitely that vanilla. I'm starting to pick up on the tobacco. There's something chocolatey about it too. It's definitely gourmand. There's something spicy. There's cinnamon in there for sure. Yeah, that's what I pick up. Cinnamon, gourmand, little chocolatey, little spicy, obviously vanilla and tobacco. This is Christmas, man. This is Christmas. This is good, but definitely not at all suited for the season that we're in right now, which is spring. This is absolutely Christmas time. You're going to smell like Christmas, obviously, because, man, it just smells like you're cooking some gingerbread cookies, at home during a cold winter day, and it's Christmas time. One thing that I will say is I have no idea what Tobacco Vanille smells like. I've never smelled the Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, so I can't tell you how similar or not this one is. This honestly just smells like Christmas to me. So we're just going to look at the notes real quick. I'm going to look them up. So, alright, the notes for Tobacco Touch are tobacco and spicy notes on the top. In the middle, you have tobacco, vanilla, tonka bean, and cacao. In the base notes, you have dried fruits and woody notes. So, yeah, definitely all makes sense to me. Obviously, the tobacco and the spicy notes, yeah, that's a really big reason why it smells like Christmas to me. And then, obviously vanilla, tonka bean, and cacao definitely gives it that kind of chocolatey smell. Dried fruit, I can kind of see that now that I'm smelling it. And then woody notes, yeah, definitely is kind of woody. So, very solid fragrance. I don't hate it. It's just, it doesn't really smell like a fragrance. right? Like it really just smells like Christmas time, like, you know, some sort of air freshener or some sort of soap or some sort of scent that's not a fragrance that you would use for Christmas time. So that's what I gotta say about it. I definitely am gonna try and wear it one of these days, like if, because I live in Texas, and so sometimes even in the spring it gets cold. Like it just, the Texas weather is so random. So one of these days, if we get a cold day, I'll try it on. I'll see how I feel with it on. But first impressions, if Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille smells like this, I don't know if it would be worth it for, you know, whatever it is. Like it can be 200 upper hundreds. So but for $20 for this, if you really love the smell of cinnamon and like stuff like that, like Christmassy smells like that, then you would love this scent for sure, and I would definitely recommend it. But and it's $20, as I said, so honestly you can't go wrong with that price at all. I think for the price, that's an amazing deal anyway, so it would be worth it to give it a shot. So, but I just don't see myself wearing this that much, honestly. Alright, this is Gio from the future. Just wanted to say I did actually spray on this fragrance and wore it tonight. So what did I think of it? Well, on Thursday nights I go out to a church event with my friend that happens at my college, and so tonight was one of those nights, and I noticed that it was raining and kind of cold, so I was like, you know what, this probably would fit for this fragrance. So I obviously wore it, and I like it a lot more wearing it. So first of all, I think just, you know, when you smell it in the air, it's a lot better than smelling it off of just like my skin on my hand. And definitely on the dry down, you get more of the vanilla and dried fruits than the spicy stuff that makes it smell like Christmas. So it smells like a much more pleasant and sweet, alluring fragrance when you wear it and it, you know, is doing its stuff on the dry down. So I really was surprised with how I liked it. The performance is pretty good. It's 6 hours. Well, for this type of fragrance, I think it should be more, but $20, not complaining. 6 hours is pretty decent. So pleasantly surprised. I'll actually be wearing this a lot more than I thought.